Joe Burrow, his fifth 400-yard game in 3 years. That's always so weird to me because I remember, you walk onto a football field. You look at a football field when you go into a stadium or a high school football field. 100 yards is a lot of yards. Joe Burrow threw for 4 of those in the National Football League. That's just incredible to me. So last week I said, I really think we have 2 quarterback tiers. And I'm just talking about the quarterbacks that are good. Middle, bottom, you don't care, I don't care. But the 2 quarterback tiers are like Mahomes and Allen have separated from the world. And then that's the first tier. They've separated. They just look different, play different. And then the second tier is a bunch of guys we all like. Your Herberts and your Bradys and your Lamars and Kyler and all this stuff. And you can argue, I'm watching yesterday, I'm about ready to put Joe Burrow in tier 1. I think he's separated, folks. If you take out week 1, he had major surgery, an appendix taken out of his body. Didn't play any preseason, no snaps. Take out that, and he was rebuilding the brand new offensive line. Since then, 16 touchdowns and 1 giveaway. Leads the entire league in passer rating. Mahomes, Allen, and Joe Burrow, folks, they're different. And you got to stop with as well, Jamar Chase. Like Mahomes hasn't had weapons? Like Josh Allen doesn't have weapons? Joe Burrow is absolutely, and what he's doing is different and harder. Mahomes, he got a mentor, Alex Smith, and he is a Hall of Fame coach and a Hall of Fame owner and a great GM, Brett Veach. A lot of stability. Before they gave Mahomes the team to start, before they said, you're the starter, year 2 of his career, they had 5 straight winning seasons. He got a mentor, and I love Mahomes. But if you look at Cincinnati, historically cheap owner, no real GM, unproven head coach, tough division, and like a team that doesn't manipulate the draft. They get their draft picks, they make their draft picks. It's harder to do that. It's harder to win in Cincinnati than it is under Andy Reid. It's harder, and I think Zach Taylor's a good coach. I like him a lot. But what this kid is doing is unbelievable and really, really difficult. And when you watch games, you watch them and I watch them. We would all agree that Josh Allen and Mahomes are different. And maybe Joe Burrow doesn't jump over people or throw it sidearm. But boy, he is an inch away from moving into that incredibly rarefied air. And we usually got about 3 great ones, 2 or 3 max great ones in a career, in any given time in a decade. But when I watch what he's doing and what he's overcoming, looks different to me. Just looks different to me. Take out week 1, major surgery. If you don't practice or play in any games, week 1 was bad for Stafford. It was bad for Brady. It's bad for everybody. I don't know. You tell me. 4 football fields. 5th time he's done it in a tough division. That looked like every single Cowboy game I've seen this year with Dak or Cooper Rush. 10-6 Dallas led with 2:45 in the 4th quarter. That's what the game was. They say in the NFL, I don't, they do. Jimmy Johnson does, Sean Payton does. You lose more games in the NFL than you win. Here's the Lions who led at half, 6-3. Here's their second half possessions. Interception, punt, fumble, interception, fumble, fumble. The Lions lost this game. The Cowboys didn't win it. Detroit lost this game. Doesn't mean they're better, but Dallas was lousy on 3rd down. They averaged 5.5 a play. They're no better than Detroit. They probably got a better coach, and they've got a much better defense. But if you're pretending this was Dak-led, you're nothing more than a fanboy. The story of the Dallas Cowboys this year is defense, defense, defense. That is exactly what it is. Is Dak better than Cooper Rush? Yeah, and who cares? He should be. He makes $40 million a year. This team is 5-0 when the defense holds an opponent to 17 or less. The 2 times their defense isn't amazing, the Cowboys are 0-2. One with Cooper, one with Dak, I think. I mean, that's what they are. Any claim Dallas isn't about defense is you're just a fan. And that's okay. You should be a fan. Watch the Phillies. Watch the Astros. Fans make sports, right? There's the athletes, and there's the fans, and it creates this amazing chemistry. But this is all about defense. This offense is limited with weapons, limited at quarterback, okay on the offensive line. I mean, what does Zeke average a game now? 60 yards a game? I think CeeDee Lamb is really talented, but he's not a dominant number one. This is a defensive story, and I think if it was 12 years ago, this team would be capable of winning multiple playoff games, and they are very lucky they are in the NFC, and maybe even luckier than they're in the NFC East. But that game looked exactly like every Cowboy game this year with Cooper Dak.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.